Look closely. Y'all see a problem? I do. It's kind of shiny. They're kind of tall. They fit. But do they really fit what we're doing here? Let's work on that. Literally hot out the mail truck. Let's open this thing up. Got this from eBay Motors, and I'm real excited for it. It's for the project that we're doing. I think y'all are going to enjoy. I'm looking forward to these. As you can tell, this was shipped by a person, not a robot. They had what they had. Kind of a strange shape, but I get it. Let's just tear the thing open. For what it is, though, it shipped pretty well. This is one of those purchases I found on eBay, and you can't find nowadays. You can find a repop, but not the OG. One-handed opening. Oh, yes. Start to get our first peek. Oh. These are awesome. Guess what these are going to go to? Later, y'all. Ever make an eBay purchase on a whim just because you had a picture? I did. I've been looking for an original set of these for a long time. If you don't know who Mickey Thompson is and the stuff that he was able to accomplish and the parts he was able to make, these are from the 70s. These are original. This thing is from the late 60s. Literally the year we landed on the moon, that's when this thing was built, 1969. I gotta match the vibe. I can't. Yeah, they got to go. We're gonna fix that. Let's get these cleaned up. I think with a little bit of work and a little bit of elbow grease, these things will absolutely make a statement. We'll figure out what size gaskets we need. We'll figure out what we need for the oil filler. No idea yet. Part of the problem. We'll figure it out though. Let's start cleaning. While I'm cleaning up these valve covers, let me take a second and I'll explain a little bit about this legend, Mickey Thompson, and why I'm willing to put his namesake on something in 2023. And I was willing to expend energy to go find these vintage valve covers from the 70s. Dude was a legend. Ultimately, he was a driver. He was a builder, really interesting guy. He didn't just drive though in like one class, like he did racing at Indy. Big deal. I don't know if you've ever tried to get into Indy racing. It's not easy. He did drag racing. He did Baja, one of the toughest endurance races on the planet. He was doing this in the 50s and 60s. He was also a land speed racer. How I learned about him was from his car that he built and his team built out of California called Challenger 1. Challenger 1, the record was, I think, 406 miles an hour. He beat out a guy named John Cobb, which was a British dude. And if you've ever beaten the British about something in the 50s and 60s, you got internationally famous for it, especially when it came to world records. And that's how he got his big break and a lot of notoriety. But even today, if you walk out to like even my truck that has a set of off-road tires on it, there's side grabbers on the sidewall. Dude, his company invented those side grabbers on the tire. He figured if you were stuck in the sand, the sidewall was doing just as much work as the footprint of the tire in the hole. So why not make it work? Ever wonder why like the quarter mile's broken up into the increments that it is so you can see where you're spinning, where you're putting down the power? That's Mickey Thompson, and he's all over stuff like that throughout the industry. From the 50s up until his death in like 1988, which was ultimately a tragedy where he was murdered, which is a whole conspiracy, crazy land of internetness. But I find him inspiring. I think it's neat that you can still find his footprints and fingerprints on things even today. And that's why I'm cleaning these up. I don't put them on my truck because I think they're just right. They got the right vibe, the right feel, and ultimately the right kind of homage to where we're coming from and where we're going. After just a slightly sympathetic cleanup, tiny bit of brake clean, soap and water, rubbery brush. That's just a cloth wheel on a drill, lots of paper towels, and just kind of going over them and a little bit of cleanup. I did take a wire wheel to the gasket surface inside just to get the old gasket stuff off because I don't want no leak. But oh boy. All right. Let's get the old ones off the truck and then we'll get these on. We'll have to tape these over to keep things sealed. I might have a new plug gasket for that and a cap. We'll have to go through the back stash of parts. All right. Just for the viewers that have never seen under a valve cover or are curious what this looks like, this thing has a hydraulic roller cam in it. These are the rocker rollers on the top. Those are your valves that open and close your intake and exhaust valves. Now let's find out if the gasket, excuse me, from the old one will work on the new one. Well, the retro, oh, like a glove. All right, let's get this thing on. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, back to work. Ooh, I am excited about that. New motor with vintage old school toppings. Ooh. All right, just contrast here. Now, before. Now, before. Which ones do you think would be better? Are you partial to the fabricated or the old school? Me, I'm here. All right, got another side to do. What I'm doing right now is just to be sure that nothing hits. I'm gonna turn the motor over. I'm listening for any clanks or clicks, and all I hear is valve train. No clanks, no clicks, just the click of the ratchet. That tells me these have got plenty of clearance. I measured them before, but just like everything else, safe than sorry. This is kind of a fun project for me, and I'm trying to take my time and do it right. But thought y'all would like to know, before you ever turn the key over, if you ever wonder if your valve cover is clear, measure the height of your rockers. Then measure the depth, deepest and shallowest part, and make sure that all your rockers and things like that are well underneath that shortest height. And that's what I did with these. But just safe than sorry. I'm overkill, I know. Thank y'all. I think I've earned a sandwich. Putting on that driver's side, that would have been a chore with the hood in the way. I'm glad it was out of the way for this. But these things look awesome. And something that's very satisfying, stole the gasket and the cap off the valve covers that came with the motor. It's a nice aluminum cap, and they match the aluminum of the old school. And that would be the only thing I'd really want shiny anyway. But man, that's more the vibe I'm going for. All right, let's pick another piece and get it put on here, because I'm ready to hear this thing run.